Hi Chris. I've set up a couple of tables, one called header, one called items. They're in MySQL, but obviously the program I'm using, Flowheater, can put data in a great number of places, like Alpha can look at data in a number of places. So here's your Flowheater screen, and what we've essentially done is we've mapped the fields in Excel that you want to put into the header to the fields in MySQL. That is your raw header table. And now we're making Flowheater write them in. All of this can be scripted, so you can run batch files or whatever you like, and you can put buttons. Here you can see I've managed to get the information into MySQL, but as I say, this can be done with a batch file. I have programs that run 50 of these batch files a day, and they're working really well. Now I've taken the item information, so I've taken the same Excel spreadsheet, but now I've mapped it to a different table. So now I'm reading in the item data. Sometimes I do this with Flowheater with 100,000 records, so Flowheater does not have a problem if you've got a relatively big record set. And it's simple like Alpha. You just do a series of drag and connect, and it works beautifully. Here you can see the item information. Again, we could script it, we could run it as a batch file. Now obviously the header information actually doesn't work because it's not unique. So now I'm going to write a query and do a distinct on the details in this first header table. Having now got unique header information, I'm going to use Flowheater to take from MySQL to MySQL rather than from Excel to MySQL, and when I do that, we will have built the real header table. You can see my table names are a complete mess because I didn't think this through at the beginning, but conceptually you can tidy all of this up if you're familiar with your own database systems. We can take the commas out that have come as a result of Excel thinking it was a number and all of that. I've just given you a basic overview of how I use Flowheater with MySQL, and I use Alpha as my medium for viewing and manipulating the data, but I delete databases and read 500,000 records a day into those databases from 40 or 50 different sources using Flowheater at the command line, and it works brilliantly, and it's robust, simple to use, and best of all, it's not crazy expensive. Drop me a line if you want to know how much it costs, but it's about 100, 150 euros.